only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight. I had to bury my best friend, and I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight. I dedicated this fight to him. I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
The book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. Kahaloyim la Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakahakadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us the truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed lines from their fathers goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. I want to title this video, hey man, you niggas truly are the GOAT, man. You know, you niggas truly are the GOAT. All right, and got this little snippet from Mike Tyson I saw some years back and always lingered in the back of my mind how, didn't know much about history at this time when he said that. You've always heard of Alexander the Greek through school, which these Edomites, so-called white people, self-proclaimed white people, who really are the red Hebrew Edomites, they uplift Alexander the Greek. All right, they says that civilization started with the Greeks, which they are not the Greeks. The true original Greeks are the Japhetic people. All right, your Samoans, Hawaiians, Pacific Islanders, Aborigines, so forth. Right. So, this GOAT term I'm starting to hear lately in the last like 3 to 5 years or so. You hear this GOAT, the GOAT, he the GOAT, he the GOAT. You hear it from Tom Brady. They call him the GOAT, which means greatest of all times. Michael Jordan, so forth and so on with the, greatest. The first time I ever heard the term ever was LL Cool J, the acronym the GOAT. He called himself the GOAT. And what these people do, there's a ritual of riding the GOAT. All right. All goes back to Baphomet, who they worship, all leads back to Satan. And we know that Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, he is the human counterpart of Satan on the earth. Okay. He does the bidding of the devil. He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. When you go into these words, Satan means adversary of righteousness, which is why the world is governed the way it is under Satanism, all of the alphabet behavior and the lewdness of our women. All right. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. We're looked at as vile. All right. Because why? They try to follow after the ways of the devil. Which that word devil just means deceiver. All right. Doesn't mean a little red man in spandex with a pitchfork poking people and burning fire all day. All right, which is another deception. But anyhow, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have a mindset of, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. And why is that? Because you're carnal, just like Esau was carnal. He couldn't even, he gave up his birthright because he was hungry, man. He needed it instantly, like you niggas, right? But hey, now, the Wadi Habashim Yasha for the elect, man, because the elect is not going to go that way. All right. The sheep is referred to as the lost sheep of Israel, man, which represents the elect. So the Lord is going to come and do a dividing, man. All right. You all don't want to repent and come back to your power. All right. And don't want to recognize Yahweh, who you people ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shai, who you people ignorantly call Jesus, man. All right, you laugh and mock at us, but guess what? There's getting ready to be the Lord is getting ready to visit you all, you 2/3, for as a reward for your behavior, man. And it's not going to be good. So let's go and grab this again. Let's read this Matthew 25, and Lord's will, I'm gonna add a little history with this with Alexander the Greek, how he goes back to the Edomites, all right, and how you You tribes, man, Hebrew Israelites, you have the mindset of the devil. And I'm going to tie it all in, Lord willing, it's edifying. All right. So Matthew 25:30, it said, and cast ye this is Yahushai. So like y'all started, yeah, I could go right here too. Matthew 25:30, and cast ye the unprofitable servant unto outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and that's coming real soon. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, right, with the chariots, what you people ignorantly call UFOs, you laugh and mock at, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. All right. Now remember the Lord say, come, hey, my sheep hear my voice. All right. That's the lost sheep. And that's a cut letting you know that these people in Israel now, they're not the people. They're not the holy people, because they say they've always known who they were. So how can you be a lost sheep if you always know who you were? Where was the falling away? Like it says in what's that, Second Thessalonians, right? So let's grab this real quick, the separation, okay? Because let's grab Zechariah 13:8. It says here, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Okay. And I will bring the third part through the fire. All right. Because first you're going to have the elect, the 144,000 men from each tribe, 12,000 from each tribe. All right. And then the multitude. This is what we're talking about, that multitude. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, which we're going to call on Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Lord willing I endure. And I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, is my power. All right. So, what was that? We read that Matthew 25. And point I wanted to get real quick here was in Matthew 25:34. So like I had to jump back to prove this precept here. It says that I'm going to get. It says Matthew 25:34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, which right hand means righteousness, right? Well, did I read all that? I'm not sure if I read all that. Salakia. Going a little too fast, excited, Salakia. Let me just read 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations. He shall separate them one from another, as a sheep divided his sheep from the goats. All right. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, which are the righteous, but the goats on the left, wickedness. All right. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye, blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. All right. And that is the elect, man. So now that's why I wanted to grab my Ephesians 1:4. It reads here, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, which you can find we the first fruits, the first spirits created in Genesis 1. All right, the Elohim, roughly around verse 26. According as he have chosen us in before him the foundations of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. All right. And that's when that, like it says in 2 Peter's 3, you know, 2 Peter's verse 3. So like your 2 Peter's chapter 3. All right. When looking to be blameless, man, looking for a new heaven on earth, right? A righteous kingdom. Roughly paraphrasing, right? It says here, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh HaMashiach. All right. Like it refers in Romans 9, the adoption that was given the laws and whatnot, right? To himself according to the good pleasure of his will. All right. So the elect are already chosen, man. We just have to play out the prophecies that the Lord said in his movie, man. Okay? But hey, Jakes out there, man, that don't want to repent, there's getting ready to be a separation. So now let's link Alexander the Greek. Salakia, if it's, like, oh, he's all over the place. Salakia for that. But I want to link Alexander the Greek. Let's grab some precepts real quick. To Esau Edom. All right. Hence the reason why in their spirit they uplift this Alexander the Greek so much, man. You had mentioned Alexander the Greek to a baby boomer. Oh boy, he's going to light up, man. Daniel 8 and 8, it reads here, therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when the he-goat is Alexander, right? When he was strong, he conquered a lot of land very quickly, right? That's why I called him the leopard in Daniel 7. All right, calls him the leopard because he was quick and dominating the land with his sword, man. And then he also wore the like a helmet that looked like a leopard's head, man. All right. The great horn was broken, and for it came up four notable ones towards the four winds of the earth of the heaven. Salakia. All right, and when you go to the four generals, reads Antiochus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. All right, those were his four generals. They divided it, right? Okay, four generals, and also you go to who was the he goat. It says scholars are agreed that the goat's first horn, the horn which is broken, is Alexander the Great. They call him the Great. We call him Alexander the Creep. Hey, because this man was a sodomite, man. Hence the reason why you think sodomy is so prevalent in Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, Esau Edom controls the earth, right? Joel 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And we know who the wicked is from Malachi 1 and 4. And Lord willing, I'm going to get it in First Maccabees, the first chapter, right? And it says, and the four horns which then arise are the four generals who divided his empire. All right. So now back to Daniel 8. And let's jump down to verse 20. And it reads, the ram which thou saw having two horns are the kings of the Media and Persia, all right, which are the Persian and the Medes, all right, and get that account. First Maccabees is the glue to all of it, right? And hence the reason why they took the Apocrypha out the scriptures, man. And we know what's going to happen to you for taking away the words out of these scriptures, man. You're going to get the plagues that's in the scriptures, right? And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, which means Greece, right? And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king, right? Verse 22. Now that being broken, whereas four stood up for it, four kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. Okay. So let's go real quick here to First Maccabees. This is going to bring everything together. The first chapter. And this here, it reads First Maccabees, the first chapter. And it happened after that, Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian. All right, because, these so-called white people, they love to say that the Edomites are done away with. All right, some of my people, too, that try to save this devil, man. All right, who came out of the land of Chittim, has smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and the Medes, and that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. All right, mind you, said the first over Greece, right? So let's go here real quick. It says Macedonian. Let's keep that Macedonian word in memory right quick. So now we have here Esther 3 and 1. That says, after these things did King Assuerus promote Haman, the son of Hamadath, the Agagite, all right, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. All right. Now, mind you, Haman is an Agagite, right? So now let's go to 1 Samuel 15. And who do Agagites go to? First Samuel 15 and 8. It says, and he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. And what's the name? Agag, he is the king of the Amalekites, right? So let's see, what do Agagites go back to? Let's grab First Chronicles 1 and 36. It says the son of Eliphaz, Teman. All right, this is going the sons of Esau, right? And Omar, Zephi, and Gatam, Kenez, and Timnah, and Amalek. All right. So now let's go back real quick. 1 Samuel 15. See Amalek, right? Here it is. Now, then Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, right? From the Agagites, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately. And Agag said, surely bitterness of death is past. Right? So, I mean, that's a whole nother story. You have to read it. But I just want to bring out the fact that how it is all connected. Right? Let's grab the editions of Esther 16 and 10. It says here, now here it is. For Ammon, a Macedonian, the son of Amath, which, Haman, he goes back to the Agagites, right? Being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood and far distance from our goodness, and as a stranger received us. See, it says stranger from the Persian blood. That's why it says in First Maccabees, he ruled first in his stead, Philip the Macedonian, right? Then came out of Philip, his son Alexander. All right, so it says the first over Greece, right? And Salakia, Lord willing, you're getting it. So now let's go back to First Maccabees. All right, so we read verse 1. First over Greece. Now let's jump down real quick to verse 7. It reads, so Alexander reigned 12 years. So we know that Alexander is linked up with the Edomites, man. All right, his seed line goes back to Edom. That's the point I want to make. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. And there came out of them a wicked root. See, wicked. Linking up with Malachi 1 and 4, the border of wickedness, Esau, Edom, right? Antiochus, surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, the king who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Here's my point right here, as far as you niggas being the goat. And in those days went there out of Israel wicked men. See, you got sons of God, which before they were called Israelites, they were called the sons of God. Okay. And then you have the seed of the wicked. Then you have the seed of men. The seed of men are just the other heathens. All right. And the seed of wicked are Esau, Edom. All right. It said in those days when there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And a lot of you niggas into this Greek life, these fraternities, You niggas are truly the goats, man. Not the greatest of all time, man. The goats that's ready to get slaughtered, like it says in Matthew 25, man. Linking it all together, man. You all have mastered wickedness, man. Let's grab that real quick. Let's grab the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 5 and 28. It reads, they are waxing fat. They shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. This is concerning Israel, man. Okay. See, it says here, for my people. And we know who the Lord's people is. Verse 26, it says, my people, the Lord's people are Israelites. All right. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. All right. And Psalms 148 and 14. Psalms 147 and 19, right? They are waxing fat. They shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge. All right. So our people love wickedness. Let's since I called the Malachi, I gotta get it. This is concerning Edom. What's time? Salakia for the time. It reads here, whereas this is concerning Esau, Edom, right? I started 3. Salakia 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in the desolate places. And this happened when they came out of those caves, man, the Caucasus Mountains. All right. And while they were in those caves, we were ruling in Europe, man, the Byzantine Empire, the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages. All right. But then they came back and took over in the Renaissance period, man, like in the 13 to 1400s. Right. Says here, we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever. All right. So, hey, America is an extension of Rome. All right. The little horn. All right. That beast that came out of the dragon, man. Okay. So you people follow after the ways of this devil passionately, man. We tell you that, hey, man, you're the sons and daughters of royalty, man. And you say, no, we Greeks, we follow this Western lifestyle. Here it is. Yahushua speaking, John 8 and 44. Ye are of your father the devil. The lust of your father ye will do. Like it said in First Maccabees, let us follow the heathens, man. Roughly paraphrasing, right? He was a murderer from the beginning, and that's speaking of Cain. And we do know that Cain was reincarnated into Esau, man. That same snake, demonic spirit, man, that's covering the earth right now as I speak, right? He was a murderer from the beginning, all right, and a bold not in truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, like it says in Psalms 58, he's born speaking lies, man. All right, and it says, ye are of your father, the devil. Let's see who the devil is, man. Let's grab this real quick. Because you niggas, man, y'all love black culture. That's all it is a death culture, man. All right, and who gave you black culture? Esau, Edom, man, the so-called white man. So everything is being revealed now, man, right? It says here, because right now, the Lord is making a separation right now between good and evil, man. You know, pick the side of the Lord. It says here, verse 2 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him, see, even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Remember, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and Esau got the fatness of the earth, and that was his blessing. This is his heaven right now, according to Genesis 27. All right, he got the fatness of the earth, and he rules it with his sword, which is his military, his guns and whatnot. Right. So let's grab Romans. I'm gonna end it off with these Romans, real quick. Romans 9:6. It says here, not as though the word of Yahweh have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. And Romans 11:7. It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seek for. You people looking for truth. You can't find the truth in your riches. You can't find salvation in all of this Western mindset, man. All right. You're actually, pretty much a walking dead man. You don't know who you are, calling yourself black. You Greeks, you Mexican, you Latino, Native American. No, you're none of that. Israelites. Here's the point. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So yeah, you niggas want to talk about you the GOAT. You truly are the GOAT, man. All right, getting ready for destruction. And who's the greatest of all time will be forever? It will be the elect is going to be the greatest of all time. All right, starting with Yahweh. All right, and Yahweh Shai, the kingdom of heaven on earth, man. So with that, I pray it was edifying. Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash Shalom.